カルバード共和国首都イーリスの旧市街にある小さな事務所。所長であるスプリガン・バン・アークライドのもとにアラミス高等学校の1年生アニエス・クローデルがある依頼を持ち込んだ。曽祖父の遺品である骨董品の動力機ゲネシスを探してほしいと。裏と表の人脈を駆使し、ついにゲネシスにたどり着いたバンたちは、それを狙うマフィアアルマータの構成員たちに襲われる。絶体絶命の危機の中、ゲネシスと共鳴したバンの戦術オーブメンとザイファから青白い妖精メアが現れ、バンはシャードの装甲をまとい、青黒き魔装機グレンデルに変身。圧倒的な力で敵を打ち破るのだった。全部で8つあるゲネシスを探してもらう代わりに、アニエスはバンの下でアルバイトをすることになり、共和国各地での事件に関わる中、新たな仲間たちと出会う。クルガ戦士団の一員として戦場をかける幼き少女傭兵フェリアル・ファイド、キリンジと呼ばれ東方人外の若者たちを率いる破天荒な青年アーロン・ウェイ、マルドゥック社より出向し事務所の業務を完璧にサポートするサービスコンシェルジュリゼット・トワイニング、理科大学に所属し先端技術の開発と運用に携わる年若き技術者カトル・サリシオン、動力映画のトップ女優と怪盗グリムキャッツという2つの顔を持つジュディス・ランスター、かつての名を捨てた武芸百般の達人にしてバンの恩師ベルガルド・ゼーマン、仲間と共にあまたの事件を解決しゲネシスを集めるバンたち。そんな中、そのゲネシスを用い各地で混乱を引き起こすアルマータと幾度も対峙した。そしてアルマータの首領ジェラール・ダンテスはあろうことか禁忌とされる反応兵器を使い村一つを丸ごと消滅させる。各勢力によるアルマータの壊滅作戦、それすらもデスゲームの要素として利用された極限状況の中、バンたちは何とかアルマータの幹部と協力者たちを倒し、ついに諸悪の根源たるジェラールを討つのだった。しかし全てが終わったと思われた革命記念祭の最中、取り逃した幹部メルキオルは首都をパンデモニウム化することでジェラールたちを蘇らせると同時に無数の悪魔を地上に呼び出す。反魔化により時が止まった首都を協力者たちとの共闘で突破し、バンたちはメルキオル、そしてジェラールを再び倒した。しかしジェラールが取り込んでいたデアボリックコアが元の宿主であるバンの中に戻ることで、バンはバグランツ・ザイオンとして覚醒、アニエスたちの前から姿を消してしまう。納得できない仲間たちはバンを追い、狭間の異空間で彼を取り込んだ魔王と対峙する。仲間たちの声で自分を取り戻したバン、共に魔王を一時的ではあるが退け、魔核を狭間の彼方へ投げ捨てるのだった。事件が一段落した後、年の瀬が迫る中、アニエス以外の仲間たちはバンに挨拶をして首都から離れることになった。あくまで一時の別れ、近いうちの再会を約束して。
Nestled away in the Old Town area of Edith, capital of the Calvert Republic, is a small, humble business. It was owned by Van Arkwright, a problem solver of sorts called a Spriggan. One day, a first-year student from Aramis Academy, Agnès Claudel, showed up at his door. She requested his help in finding antique ornaments called the Genesees, which she inherited from her great-grandfather. Utilizing his connections in normal society and the underworld, Van and Agnès found one of the Genesees, only to come under fire from a mafia group called Almada. Despite the seemingly hopeless situation, the Genesis resonated with Van Zypha, a tactical orbment from which a little fairy named Mare appeared. With her assistance, Van clad himself in an armor made of shards and transformed into the Grindel. He turned the tables on the mafioso with its overwhelming strength. After that, Agnes agreed to work for Van part-time in exchange for his help in finding all 8 Genesees. The two of them traveled all across Calvert in search of them and made a number of new friends along the way. Fairy Al-Fayed, a Jaeger who was raised for a life on the battlefield as a Kruga warrior. Aaron Way, a prodigy and a reckless leader of a group of delinquents from Longport's eastern quarter. Reset Twinings, a service concierge dispatched from the Marduk Company to provide Arkwright solutions with impeccable support. Katra Silesian, a young engineer stationed at the Basel Institute of Science, where he participates in the development of cutting-edge technology. Judith Lanster, a famous actress in the world of film who leads a double life as the Phantom Thief Grimcat. And Beargard Zeman, Van's former mentor, and a man who cast off his old name. Together, they braved countless ordeals and collected many of the Genesees. Though they were hounded at every turn by Almada, who were using the devices to sow confusion and chaos wherever they went. Eventually, Almada's leader, Gerard Dantes, detonated a nuclear weapon in a remote village and wiped it off the map. Multiple factions, now driven to bring about Almada's end, found themselves as pawns in a death game, where Van and his friends came out on top and ultimately defeated Almada's executives and cohorts. Then they put an end to Dantes, the source of all this evil. However, during a festival celebrating the Calvardian Revolution, one of Almada's leaders, Melchior, unleashed pandemonium on the capital, and in the process revived Dantes and the other executives and summoned countless demons into the city. Pandemonium brought Time and Edith to a standstill, but with the aid of their allies, Van and his crew were able to once again defeat Melchior and Dantes. Upon Dantes' demise, the diabolic core that he had absorbed into his body found its way back to Van, its original host. Van awakened as Vagrant's diaspora and disappeared, fleeing from his companions. Unwilling to lose their friend, the group chased after him into the boundary between Zemuria and the Beyond and confronted the demon that overtook him. Thanks to the urging of his friends, Van was able to regain himself and temporarily drive the Demon Lord out by flinging the core into the depths of the rift. With all of these incidents behind them and the end of the year fast approaching, everyone other than Agnes bid a brief farewell to Van as they each left Edith behind. But before they departed, they all promised that they'd see each other again in the near future.